Hello and welcome, my beautiful, beautiful Libras. Brenda here with your general tarot and oracle messages for the week of May the 5th to the 20th, to the 11th. This popped out, as you could see, as I was shuffling. This is your download message. I always listen to Spirit when cards fly out of my deck. And so that's the card they're saying you need this week, Libra. Okay, let's see what we've got here for your tarot messages. What do you need to see, know, and expect as you move through this week, beginning of a new month, a beautiful month of May? Let's see what you have here. All right, coming in with your first card, you have the Three of Swords. You have the Hangman, the Moon. Alrighty, what else have you got? Four of Swords. What's going on here, Libra? Let's see what we've got here. And you've got the Nine of Wands. Okay. Well, let's see. Your download message here is leadership. So you may be stepping up on your podium, your soapbox, teaching, preaching, and conveying information to other people. You could be getting a leveling up at your place of employment. Maybe you've been getting a promotion. This may be a week where it could be something simple as somebody's off and you're stepping up into their role to be able to keep business moving and flowing at a steady rate. Leadership means you have that ability to step into your confidence. You have your database totally full of the information and talents therein to take on this leadership role, to take on this responsibility. So some of you may be showing that you're taking the lead here. Coming in with your first card, you've got influence, and it says use your influence for change. You may do public speaking, social videos, or interviews. Your voice and opinions are important. So here's your leadership. Okay, so you're stepping up into the limelight. You're letting the powers that be know who you are. You're letting your talents come out. You're using every bit of that energy to influence others, to help and guide others, making a big impression. People are impressed. Coming in under that, you have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is that card of hardship, heartache, and betrayal, and often huge disappointments. There could have been a third party that stirred the pot up, that created this havoc and chaos to begin with. But guess what? You've cried enough tears. You've dealt with this long enough, and you're going to try now to move forward and heal through this. Often this card is a card of healing, getting over those hardships that you had to go through. Coming in next, you have the card of trust. This is an interesting card, to begin with. Maybe you're now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. And even if there are some areas in your life that seem lackluster or not too bright, know that there are areas being fertilized for your future. There are things on hold that are going to come through. Okay, have faith and know that there is a higher purpose for you right now and what you're working on. Don't be afraid to take that leadership role. Move into that position. You've got the ability to do it. You may have been feeling that you've been hanging in limbo for a while with a hangman, not being able to go through as fast as you want or as smooth as you want. But this gives you time to process things. This gives you time to look at things from all angles. He's looking at things differently from this angle and from this angle. So looking at things in a wider, broader perspective. Not being afraid to look at things that might not be what you thought you would be approaching or want to trust or go towards. But when you do your research and you look at the whole picture, you're able to hit the ground running, and then you've got that confidence and that level of information to take that leadership role and jump out there into, getting back in that game again. Coming in next in the center position, this was your focus. This is your challenge. You've got Ghostlands. Now, you can learn from your past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. So whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and future match up exactly. Right? So the same goes for nostalgia. You can look at the past, thinking about it and remembering beautiful moments or revisiting lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what happened. Okay? Yesterday's gone forever, my beautiful Libras. Live fully now, okay, in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention, right at this moment. So this week, try not to lose yourself in the past. Okay, it's okay to fall back once in a while, but you need to move forward. You're going to get the information you need to do that. because you got the moon. And the moon is that card of finding out secrets in the background, doing your research, trusting your intuition right now. Trusting that things are going to work out in your favor because you're going to find out the information that you need. Okay, so this is a beautiful card that says, you've got everything in your database right now. The dog, he moves forward with what he's learned, and he remembers that. And the wolf, he realizes that on instinct, he's not going to go into that bee's nest again and get himself stung. So learning from the lessons from your past here is going to guide you to go forward. This is a card of secrets and finding out information in the background to help propel you forward. Coming in next in your messages from Spirit and your guides, you've got a beautiful card here, and it is a loyal heart. So there's evidence that loyalty is going to come back into your life, or it's around you. Others are going to prove that they're faithful to you, and you're going to be able to commit fully to them as well. There's a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Okay, so this is about feeling loyalty. Your long-term loyalty to your goals, too, is becoming evident in the world of conditions where, your aspirations for success and assuming form in reality. Success is finally taking shape, Libra. If you are loyal to your dreams, faithful to your plans, while being flexible, you're going to see that you will see success coming in this week. You could be feeling a little bit tired, worn out. Maybe you're not getting your rest. The Four of Swords comes in and says, back off, call a truce, take a time out. Don't push yourself so hard because Libras, you're good at that. I always say if you want a job done, give it to a Libra. They'll fit it into their schedule one way or the other. But you need to think about your all-over well-being, the strength that you have within yourself to be able to do this. So pull back. Don't make any snap decisions. Don't agree to anything too fast. Don't sign any documents in a big hurry. Call a time out. Maybe it's just a time where you need to put your feet up and catch your breath. Coming in at the end of the week, which could be your future energy, you've got the Vulture, and it says nothing is wasted. We know with a vulture, they're out there. They eat all the leftovers and all the ruins of decaying animals and things like that. But this card refers to recycling. Okay? So don't throw out something because you think it isn't going to have a use, because the minute we do that, that's when we go to reach for it and we go, why did I get rid of that, right? We've all been there. But this is about using what you've had before. Maybe you're using old ideas. Okay, sometimes old ideas can be good ideas. Maybe you're reusing something and you're going to get it, maybe it's a piece of furniture and you think, oh, it's got a tear in it. Well, get it repaired, get a slip cover, have it repaired. That's just a theoretical example, but I'm just saying, let's not get rid of things so quickly. Let's realize that what we have, we can, as long as it has a use and you're using it, keep it. Okay. And be mindful of the environment this week. You might be recycling and, picking up, litter, going out on your walk and taking a garbage bag with you and deciding, I'm going to put gloves on and pick up litter here. I'm going to do my part in society. Coming in with the Nine of Wands, don't give up. Okay, this is a card of worry, concern. Things aren't happening fast enough. You get discouraged. You've battled through this far. Don't roll over now. Okay, don't belly up now. This is not the time to do that. This is a card that says keep moving forward, okay? Stay positive. Don't allow yourself to get up in your head and bring that karma of negativity down on you. Coming in with your clarifiers, your verification, and your validation cards. What do you need to see, know, and expect as we move through this beautiful week, first week of May? So, you're healing through a situation here. You have the ability to think wisely about what you want to do and trust that process. You're going to get the information that you want while you take time here processing things and thinking about your next steps forward. I do think that, you're going to see that you have this leadership power within you to take these steps and go forward. Alrighty, let's see what we've got here. So coming in with that Three of Hearts and, stepping out there in your leadership role, you have the Lovers. And the Lovers is about making wise choices and decisions that are determined possibly on someone you're attached to on an emotional level. So considering both sides here to the story. But it's making, you think about what's going to work out for your greater good. Now, we know the Lovers is also the card of somebody new coming in. You could be sharing time with a new person, or you could be just sharing time with your partner in life that you have now that maybe, time busyness has made you neglect them, and you're going to step up and you're going to pay attention to them. There are some wise decisions and choices that you need to make this week. I always say, let your head lead your heart, not your heart lead your head. Coming in with the Hangman, you've got the Page of Swords. Trusting this new information that's coming in that could cause a delay to your plans while you process it, but it's going to get your creative juices flowing. It's a new opportunity. You see things in clarity now. The truth is revealed. You're not walking on eggshells anymore and worrying about something. Coming in with the Moon, getting all that information you need. You have the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're looking out across the horizon. You're reminiscing. You're reflecting. You're doing some daydreaming about the next trip you might want to take. But this could be business, or it could be it could also be a pleasure trip you're thinking of. I always see you taking this a duality, number 2 here with the Wands, collaborating with someone else in business or your personal life to take this new journey together. Coming in with 4 of Swords and taking that rest, you've got the 4 of Pentacles, another 4. So being mindful of your spending, holding on to something here. You could be holding on to energy. You could be holding on to your job or relationship and how you feel about things. But often this is the card of the extremes in which you spend or save your money. I always see this as stepping back, thinking about it. Don't rush in. Make a big fast choice and decision all of a sudden. Don't do any emotional spending. It always comes back to haunt us at the end of the day when the bill rolls in. So I think you're being very cautious and mindful of your spending. You're wanting to know that you're going to have that security there in the future. Coming in with that 9 of Wands and the Vulture Spirit, you've got the Hangman. All right. So again, taking your time. All right. Getting the information that you need. We've talked about, with the 4 of Swords and with the Hangman here again, looking at things from a broader, wider perspective, not changing who you are, but looking at things differently. Okay. When you do that, you can open up to other and exciting possibilities coming in. Well, my beautiful Libras, this is your general tarot and oracle forecast for the week of the 5th to the 10th, or pardon me, the 11th of May. And I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always remember, I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I will see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Libra.